It's the fall update! Put in the sound effects there, Spencer. Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to year 3 of Cobalt Tux. The fall is now how I do it because I have made 3 of these fucking videos and I'm only at 800, Jesus Christ. Alright! So as you guys know, I took the summer off, just kind of enjoying myself after graduation, and now I am back in full swing. I did a little community post, but I am now moving our normal Friday time slot, which used to be the advice show, back down to just regular normal content. Year 1, that's kind of was advice show video, kind of on that Friday, and then I shifted it to purely advice show on Friday. And now I'm just moving everything to Saturday. So it's really just a way for me to concisely make everything and just make sure I've got one video a week, whether it's the new podcast series Into the Mind. The first 2 episodes are out now. Go free, take a look at them. They're very long as compared to the advice show, but I definitely think there's a lot of content there to look at. And then another video which I'm spending a little bit more time editing and just talking about and having a little bit more passion into. You know, last year it was 3 videos a week and all of them just didn't do well and there was no traction there. And it's almost like, why even make them if they're not gonna do well? But one of the biggest problems that I have now is that I keep coming up with new ideas that I want to go earlier. So it's now a case of making universal content that I can publish at any time, just to have room for me to come in and slot in a thing. And 2 weeks from now you'll see a Call of Duty video. I didn't actually plan to do this video, but I pushed that out and moved it into the today's slot just to make sure that, you know, that it's more timely. I need to be better with my timing on topics and stuff, and just the ability to freely move around my schedule is probably the best way to do that. So I'll be creating a bunch of like universal content and then more topical stuff. And I guess now back on to what year 3 of Cobalt Tux is going to look like. It's gonna be a little interesting because the first point, as sure you saw in all of August, Machinima is back on the channel. I avoided it for so long, and you know, I put it on Mirage and all that stuff, but like, Machinima has meant so much to me my entire life, and since working, you know, I work 9 to 5, but I've still got plenty of time to do stuff, and I still got the passion to do it. I really want to go back to my roots and kind of start from there and then move on, because what I was working with in year 1 and year 2 isn't really working, and I know Machinima pulls the numbers, and it may not accumulate to growth, but at least number wise it's what I'm looking for. And I had a lot of growth, and the Red vs. Blue series was very successful. I've already kind of internally greenlit the production. It's starting pre-production now as the time of you're watching this. And yeah, it's really just kind of focusing on all of that. And I guess what I'm thinking is like a Machinima month, where it's just a bunch of extra supplemental content posted on Fridays that, well, can get me a better audience. You know, it's definitely the thing to go. And like what I just said, it is all extra, it is all supplemental. Nothing is being taken away. I am just bringing in something that I know is at least going to show the channel in a more successful tone. And there's definitely a big problem with Machinima with copyright and all that, and I'm gonna have to really do my best to figure out best ways to do monetization to make sure my channel is still looking clear. But that's for me to look at and, well, for you to watch and enjoy. I'll definitely be making, obviously, 2 more seasons of the Red vs. Blue, and then I'm going to be working on old projects that I thought about when I was a kid and never really could do, and now is actually smart enough to do. And that's definitely where my head is there. It is all extra, all on me to do, and it's for your enjoyment. Because I've wanted to tell stories my entire life, and unfortunately, I didn't get to do that. But what you may not know is that I went to college. I did. I went to college and I have a marketing degree, and I've never used it. I'm a director of marketing in my work, and I don't do marketing stuff. And I want to try to do some marketing stuff. I've kind of came up with 2 ideas. I think more marketing videos could be interesting and could tackling marketing in gaming. I don't know if that's a big niche that I could really kind of nestle myself into. Maybe that's a thing that I can keep working on and keep getting myself into, because as right now where it stands, I feel like I'm spreading myself too thin, even on the videos that I've made in September, and you guys are going to see up until November into December. I just feel like I'm spinning my wheels and just trying to force this thing into it, and I enjoy making this stuff. But maybe the best thing that I made on the channel was the Halo Reach commentaries, and those tanked in views. The Fallout retrospectives DLC series tanked. The Halo retrospective stuff tanked. Everything, like, the one good thing in this in my kind of year 3 was the Minecraft Xbox One Edition video, and even then I don't really want to nestle myself in the Minecraft community. I know I just mentioned the podcast series Into the Mind, where we're playing Minecraft, but I don't want to pivot my entire channel into Minecraft. But I know you gotta either do one thing or do nothing at all, and that's still something I need to evaluate. Halo is my favorite game of all time. Reach, ODST 3, I love that stuff, but I can't play the new games. It's just too much for me. So it's hard to nestle myself into there. And basically the exact same thing is with Call of Duty. I love all of the old games, but like from not Black Ops 3. What came after Black Ops 3? World War II on? It's just like, I hate it. I hate it so much. And all of that stuff is in the past. It's not really relevant unless I'm doing retrospectives that get nothing. And then there's the other third pillar that I talked about in the year 2 update video, being Fallout. Fallout hasn't gotten a new game in a long time, and I've experimented. In November you're gonna see a Fallout 76 video, and that's stuff that I would be really interested in making. But there's only so much you can do with Fallout, because Bethesda are a bunch of idiots that don't know what they're doing. So it really feels like Minecraft is the only option for me, and even then I'm bringing Halo Machinima back to the channel. So here we are, you know, I feel like I'm stuck in a weird thing, and I've kind of come to the realization that I am never going to be popular. You know, I'm never gonna hit 1 million subs or even 100,000 subscribers. My running goal is still 1,000 subs. I'm kind of content to that fate, and it's a fine line of trying to be the most marketable you can and making shit you actually want to do. And that's tough. I feel like definitely in September, like the videos from September on, I'm swearing a little bit more, I'm being a little bit more passionate. I'm trying right now to find a healthy medium. And that kind of brings me into the goals for year 3. And it's to figure out what market I'm going to go into. By this time in 2025, the 2 Red vs. Blue seasons will be out, probably with another Machinima thing, so probably 3 more Machinima thing related projects will be completed, and I will probably once again go through a lot of new experimentation, a lot of those 3 markets with some different things, and I hope to have what I'm going to be moving forward on the horizon done and just over with. And then obviously, like I just said, my goal that has been my goal for the past 2 years is 1,000 subs. I'm definitely more confident in that goal in year 3 as opposed to entering year 2. I just feel like there's a good amount chance that I can do it. I had a pretty solid August, and if the benchmarks that I'm seeing have increased from when I stopped in the summer to August and September, then I feel like I'm in a good spot. I feel like I have a chance to actually do it. And then I was thinking about creating a Cobalt Tux Discord. I feel like only Kami, Snip, and Coldwink would join. Those are the 3 pillars of my YouTube comment section, and I appreciate all 3 of you, but I just feel like it would just be me and a couple of guys and not really like a community. But maybe that is a better way of building out the community and just figuring all that shit out. Maybe that's a good idea. I'm definitely going to consider that. I don't really know how to set up a Discord server or anything like that. I use Skype until like 2017, so I've got no real idea how to do that. And then once I hit 1,000 subs and I figure out this whole monetization thing, I may do a Patreon. I'm not going to really promote it or anything, but obviously return on your investment is so much important in like the business world and stuff, and as a business major, you gotta look at the numbers, you gotta look at the time spent and all that, but it's not really that much of a thing. I don't really do it for the money, but money would be nice to get me an apartment, make sure I'm upright and make sure that I'm still motivated to make content. And one of the biggest problems I had with Machinima and YouTube is that I burn so hot and I have such a good work ethic, and then I crash horrendously, and it's difficult to manage, but I'm getting there, and we're working on it. So yeah, thank you for watching this little tirade. I hope you have a good sense of where the channel's going forward now, and where hopefully we're going to end up by October 2025. I know this fall update's a little late. Cobalt Tux Year 3, let's get it.